Hello everybody, Lotu for Life here, bringing us a brand new video, and today we are talking about the brand new Gate Guardian support. This is something I've been really looking forward to, which I think a lot of people have. I mean, it's Gate Guardian. This is a card and archetype comprised of 4 cards. 6 if you count the anime exclusive stuff that people have been wanting to get support for ages. I mean, there's been talks about how, debates, should it be a ritual? Should we get fusions? Should we get XCs? Yada, yada, yada. Well, they went with the fusion route, and I'm pretty happy overall with these cards. This won't be a reaction, but more of a discussion on what they're doing with it, because I've already actually spoiled myself on it. And we'll also take a look at the other stuff that is in this set. Now, on another note, if you hear noises in the background, I'm sorry. Family's in the other room watching TV. Not much I can do about it. Anyways, so let's talk about this. So first and foremost, we have a new Labyrinth tank. This is not a fusion like the original, thank God. And it's a level 7 Dark Machine Effect monster, 2400 attack, 2400 defense. You can normal summon it without tributing. It cannot attack the turn it is normal summoned, which is really stupid. I really hate that they had to put this here, because the deck actually has ways to stop lower level stuff from attacking the turn they're summoned, but why stop the Labyrinth tank from attacking? I know it's supposed to reference it taking a minute to drill through the wall and stuff, but that's still annoying. During your main phase, you can place one of your Sangha of the Thunder, Kazijin, or Suijin. Can we just take a minute and just kind of say that it's funny how Sangha gets the special treatment of getting a full name and title, while Kazijin and Suijin are just kind of their name. Anyways, you take one of the 3 pieces that is banished or in your hand or deck, and then you place it face up in your spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. And then if you control a Labyrinth wall card, you can destroy one monster your opponent controls. You can only use this effect of Labyrinth Heavy Tank once a turn. So I really like what they're doing here. You're going to see with this new support that the whole idea with how they're trying to get around the fact that the pieces are big level 7 monsters that have no way of inherently getting them on the field. They're referencing how in the anime, the Paradox Brothers actually played them as spell cards, if I remember correctly. Maybe it was trap cards, I don't remember. They put them as spell or trap cards in the back row, and I think they actually put them face down. It's been ages since I've watched that part of this series. I need to rewatch Duel Monsters one of these days. But anyways, this is referencing how they did that, and so of course now we got cards that do this on the regular. So now that we have that as an actual gameplay mechanic, they're like, hey, let's actually do that. I still wish that Sangha, Kazijin, and Suijin would have gotten retrains, but they did not, which is one of my biggest gripes with this wave of support. Other than the fact that we just only got 2 main deck monsters and we have 4 fusions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 fusions. And we only got 2 main deck monsters. Seriously, where's Dungeon Worm? But no. Anyway, and then if you have Labyrinth Wall out, it does get that bonus pop, which I am so stuck on. Labyrinth. There we go. Okay, I cannot spell for the life of me. Okay, so Labyrinth Wall, we have the original, and that is it. Until we get to the later support, because there is actually a new Labyrinth Wall card. It's a field spell, and this obviously synergizes with that. You don't want to play the old one, which they did reprint in this set, which is cool, but why would you play it? Next up, we got Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth. Can I just say that Shadow Ghoul was one of my favorite cards as a kid? It looks so cool. Anyways, level 5. Oh, and Wall Shadow too. Which actually we don't have a retrain of Wall Shadow, which is so annoying. But anyways, Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth, level 5 Dark Zombie Effect monster, 1600 attack, 1300 defense. I believe that's the stats of the original. I just had Ygopro open and I did not check, but I know for a fact this is the stats of the original Labyrinth tank. Anyways, rather than being a random, oh hey, I gain a bunch of attack point card, this guy actually has some pretty cool effects. So first you can discard it, add a Labyrinth Wall card from your deck to your hand. Right off the bat, you don't need to play Terraforming in this deck because you can get to the field spell, which is down here, Labyrinth Wall Shadow. Okay, I guess that counts as the Wall Shadow retrain. See, it's Shadow Ghoul racing across. I get it. That's the wall shadow retrain. But anyways, you get to add a Labyrinth Wall from your deck to your hand. And it can be either the field spell or the original, or if we get others later on, we do get that it can search that as well. So we got a generic searcher for the deck, which is really cool. I wish it could search for a Labyrinth card, like specifically this version of Labyrinth, not the other. Sure, you'd have to like say, because it'd still technically be able to search, I think, the field spell, but you would it'd give you a way to get Labyrinth Heavy Tank from deck to hand, which currently there is no way to do. Anyway, so you discard it, search that out. You can only use that effect once a turn, and you can only use the second effect once a turn. At the start of the damage step, if your opponent's monster battles while you control a Labyrinth Wall card, you can banish this card from your graveyard to destroy that opponent's monster. You can only use each effect of Shadow Ghoul of the Labyrinth once per turn. So this is a really good card all around. It isn't like the most impressive thing ever, but I like how it's got dual utility and how it's kind of like this, and how this and Labyrinth Wall Shadow are like a dual retrain of both the original Shadow Ghoul and Wall Shadow. So obviously you discard it, you search out your field spell, and then, oh, your opponent attacks? Okay, cool. Shadow Ghoul pops out of the Labyrinth and attacks and kills your opponent's monster. I like that. I like the idea, and I also like the synergy because, hey, you're getting him in the graveyard. Now, speaking of Labyrinth Wall Shadow, might as well go ahead and talk about it since we were kind of talking about this guy, and they kind of go hand in hand. Labyrinth Wall Shadow is obviously a field spell, and it's got a few different effects. First up, monsters cannot attack the turn they are summoned, except monsters whose original level is 5 or higher. I think this is supposed to be a reference to like how in the anime, flying monsters couldn't attack and all that stupid stuff. Now, this is also pretty cool because the Gate Guardian and the Labyrinth cards can ignore that. The only problem with this is that there are still monsters that are pretty commonly played in the meta that are level 5 or higher and get around that. Most notably right now the Kashtira stuff, which is annoying. So it is annoying that the Kashtira get around it, but hey, this stops everything else. Xyz, Lynx, they literally cannot attack because they can't have levels. And then obviously, of course, anything that's like a fusion that's level 4 or lower, or a synchro that's level 4 or lower can't attack, so which isn't too common, so most fusions and synchros are not going to be able to attack either. Once per turn during your main phase, you can place one of your Sangha, Suijin, or Kazijin that is banished or in your hand or deck face up in your field, spell trap card zone, as a continuous spell. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, you can just target a monster your opponent controls with less than 16 on attack and destroy it, which again is referencing the Wall Shadow racing across the wall and just kind of killing it, which is really cool. I do like how they integrated the anime concept and what this card is supposed to be able to do in the anime and everything, because the whole idea is your opponent's monsters are trying to get through the labyrinth, and well, Wall Shadow is just terrorizing them. Now again, how often are you really going to get that last effect off? Realistically, not that often. Against Kashtira, it's not going to do a thing to any of their monsters because no one's got less than 1600 attack. But however, well, against some other decks, this can hurt. Good lord, you're playing against Sky Striker, it's going to nuke anything they try to attack with, unless they got a raid that's pumped up. So this is a really cool card. And if you're going why is it 1600 or less specifically? It's freaking Wall Shadow popping out and killing it. And hey, what's Wall Shadow's stats? Oh, 1600. So he can kamikaze, or he can just kind of kill it. So anyways, moving on. Here's the new Gate Guardian Big Boss Fusion, a level 12 Dark Warrior fusion effect, and it is called the Gate Guardian Combined. 3750 attack, 3400 defense. I believe that's the original stats of the original Gate Guardian. I know for a fact the attack is. I'm curious. Did he have 3400 defense? He did. Okay, cool. And the original, of course, was level 11, so this guy's one step above. Materials, Sangha, Kazijin, Suijin. Pretty standard. Must be spell summoned from your extra deck by banishing the above cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card or cards you control, quick effect, you can negate that effect, and if you do, destroy that card. You can only use this effect of Gate Guardians combined thrice per turn. I thought it said once per turn when I was reading it the first time, but no, it's 3 times, representing each piece saying no. It's a one card that can say no 3 times to any card that targets. That is great. Actually, real quick, I know I keep opening Ygopro. I should really just leave it open, but I'm curious. No. Cash Tira. Does he target? He does! That is funny. I do like that. So, anyways, yeah, you can just stop 3 targeting effects a turn for free and negate them. I like that. That is cool. I wish there was any card or effect. There is one of the other fusions that can stop any card or effect like twice per turn, but this is cool. If this face a special summon card and its owners, I love it. Special summoned. You can, like, if you cheese it out, it still does it. Okay, cool. If this face-up card, special summon card, and its owner's control leaves the field because of an opponent's card, you can special summon 1 level 11 or lower Gate Guardian monster from your deck or extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. So, obviously it's made so it can't just summon another copy of it. It breaks apart into the pieces. But also you could summon the original Gate Guardian. I don't know why you would, other than just to be lol, but there's no reason to. That's like another like little problem. I mean, it's something that was gonna happen no matter what, but I do hate how the original Gate Guardian, there's no reason to play it. It's just something that I have my personal gripe with. I mean, you're obviously gonna play at least 1 or 2 of each of the pieces, and then like maxing out on 3 Shadow Ghoul, 3 Labyrinth Tank. That's still not a lot of main deck stuff. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What else do you put in this deck to support it? I guess you could play Kashtira, but I'm not showing out the money for Kashtira. Because the pieces are level 7, so crap, Kashtira might be a good way to go. I don't want to do that. Okay. Moving on, Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind, level 9 Light Thunder Fusion Effect Monster, 2500 attack, 2200 defense, needs Sangha and Kazijin, must be special from your extra deck by banishing the above cards you control. During your main phase, you can add 1 spell trap card to your hand and mention Sangha to Thunder, Kazijin, and Suijin. So it has to mention all 3, but that's like everything in this deck. You can only use this effect of Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind once per turn. If this face-up special card in its owner's control leaves the field because of opponent's card, it can special one of your banished Sangha or Kazijin. So that is one of the really cool things that I like about this deck, is that you're meant to go into the big boss easy, and then as he gets destroyed, he breaks apart into the pieces, and you can kind of pick and choose, and then the pieces get to summon the other pieces, which is really cool. I do wish there was ways to cheese these guys back out from the graveyard, so you're gonna have to play stuff like Pot of Avarice to put them back in, but it's a something to keep in mind. I also wish that the little pieces would be able to be summoned by using the original pieces in your hand, just like how Gate Guardian Combine can do it. Also, they can't do it from... has to be cards you control, so you do have to use either the guys in the back row or the guys up front. So you can't use them in hand or graveyard like the big boss can, which is a bit annoying. Something to note, all of these are super rares. I think... Are you an ultra? It's hard to tell. You're a super. What about you? Hard to tell there, but maybe an ultra? That's an ultra. That looks like an ultra. This is definitely an ultra. I'm calling it now. Anyways, actually, we can actually check here in a second, too, after we get done looking at all this. Gate Guardian of Wind and Water, which doesn't look as derpy as Gate Guardian of Water and Thunder. They look so derpy when they're missing a piece. 2450 attack, 2300 defense, Kazijin and Suijin, same summoning condition as the other guy. It must use them on your field. Once per chain, when your opponent activates a spell or trap card or effect on the field, Quick effect, you can negate that effect. You can only use this effect of Gate Guardian of Wind and Water twice per turn. And then, of course, it breaks apart into Kazujin or Suijin. It just dawned on me, this reminds me a lot of Gate Guardian's original effect. For those who don't know, Gate Guardian in the anime, I wonder, they don't have anime Gate Guardian on here. That's annoying. I was really hoping they would, but they don't. Come on, Ygopro, you're doing it wrong. Gate Guardian in the anime had a crap ton of effects, like he could negate stuff, he could stop attacks, he could do all this different stuff, and then of course in real life he's just a vanilla leader. So this is kind of reminding me of that, but why couldn't they have just all rolled up into one big fusion, and maybe some other smaller fusions? I just feel like these could have been like main deck monsters with like easy summoning conditions. Gate Guardian of Water and Thunder, level 9 Water, Aqua Fusion Effect Monster, 2550, 2300. So yeah, pretty standard stat line here. Same summoning condition. Once per chain quick effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Chain sets attack to 0 until the end of this turn. You can only use that effect twice per turn. I'm pretty sure that was another one of the effects of Gate Guardian in the anime. I might be wrong about that. I want to check, but I also don't want to. We already talked about Labyrinth Wall Shadow. Double attack Wind and Thunder. This is a really cool card. Just kind of like them two teaming up. If you control a Gate Guardian monster, target a card on the field, destroy it. Quick play spell, by the way. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard. Add one of your Sanga. Oh, wait. I thought it was Sanga. Okay, I had it wrong. Sanga of the Thunder, Kazujin, or Suijin that is banished or in your deck to your hand. You can only use this effect of double attack Wind and Water. Wind, Water, and Thunder. No, Wind and Thunder. Why do I keep that? Wind and Thunder once per turn. So you can use the first effect to destroy stuff as many times as you want, which is really cool disruption. So I do like that, and with how easy it is to get out the Gate Guardian fusions now, that's really cool. That's like really free disruption, destruction, and it's searchable. Like if you already have Labyrinth Wall Shadow, which hopefully you do because hey, you just discarded Shadow Ghoul, you can use Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind to search it out, and hey, guess who's on your Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind? So you get him, and then you are able to just instantly get this, run over something during your turn, set this, and have disruption for your opponent's turn. Pretty cool. Moving on, we got Ryoku Guardian. Normal spell card. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, target one monster you control with Gate Guardian in its original name. Have your opponent's life points, then that monster gains attack equal to your opponent's life points. You can banish this card from your graveyard, add a piece that is banished during your deck to your hand. You don't use each Ryoku Guardian from once per turn. So Ryoku Guardian, this is literally, so other than the searching effect, this is the first half, the first effect that is like Ryoku, that is literally anime Ryoku, which is something that people have been like saying it would be too busted to come out. So Ryoku, I cannot say that name for the life of me. Ryoku. Oh, you have anime Ryoku. So here's here's printed Ryoku, like IRL. Target two face-up monsters in the field, have the attack of one, and if you do, add that lost attack to the other. These effects last until the end of this turn. Garbage card. Don't play. In the anime version, target one face-up monster you control, have your opponent's life points, and if you do, the targeted monster gains attack equal to your opponent's current life points. Also, you cannot declare an attack this turn. So, wow, the Guardian version is straight up better because you get to make one of your one of your Guardians gain the attack of the amount lost. Current attack, and whoo boy, that can be game. Like very easy. I think this is very much the win con. Like you make Sanga, you make Gate Guardian of Thunder and Wind, search it out, and then preferably you have a way to go into the big boss, and then you activate Ryoku, and then swing for game, because that's going to be, assuming your opponent's at full health, it's going to be 750, because then they're going to be at 4,000, and pretty much you run over anything, and it's game. Good card. Moving on, we got Prey of the Ygopro, which, why did Ygopro not get a retrain in this set? Same thing with Dungeon Worm. So Ygopro, continuous trap card, special in this card is a normal monster, insect flying around in my room. Die! Crap! Okay, I'm just gonna leave him. Special summon this card as a normal monster. Insect level 5. He did not like me talking crap about Ygopro. To your main monster zone in the same column. This card is also still a trap. Then you can destroy one monster your opponent controls in this card's column. And then it's got the adding effect. Pretty standard effect for these guys. I do like, and it just dawned on me, this is the retrain of Ygopro. Come on, give us more monsters. I get it, it's like the trap, he's popping out, he's even climbing out and everything, but still, Moving on, let's take a look at the full set list over here. So, yeah, okay, Shadow Ghoul is a rare, rare. The new Blacklisted Soldier is an ultra, we will take a look at that here in a second. Dual Academy. I'm trying to see what, if any, of the Gate Guardian stuff is ultra rare. And I'm not seeing it so far. Like, wow. I guess I knew it wouldn't be anything great. Okay, yeah, none of the Gate Guardian stuff is ultra rare. So none of it should be hard to pull. So let's go ahead and take a look at the full set list. For those who don't know, the set officially drops next week. On next Wednesday. For if you are going to a regular tournament store, but hey, if you can't, you're gonna have to go to you're gonna have to, like, wait until the 10th. So let's take a look at everything and how it's broken down. Here's pretty much everything. Well, not everything. A lot of this is the world premieres. We just looked at all the new Gate Guardian stuff. The new Blacklisted Soldier Ritual is an ultra rare, which is really cool. Dual Academy is an ultra. Wake Up Your Elemental Hero is an ultra, which I know people are probably like, eh, why? It's an Elemental Hero card, and it's like the only one in this set. Why would you not be surprised it is? Probably the best card and the chase card of this set, which is the Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, is a ultra as well. And then, for some reason, Wind Up Kitten is, like, why? Guardian Chimera is, which honestly, that's probably the other big chase card along with Baron. I totally forgot they were in here for a second, I'm being honest. Are all the chase cards. So there are 3 big chase cards. I do like how they reprinted a lot of the Megnites, but didn't Blue Sky just get a reprint in the Trap Structure deck? I'm confused. Anyway, so yeah, ultras everywhere. Oh boy, so it's gonna be a very top-heavy set. I feel like I could see Baron still being like a $50 card in this, I'll be honest. I don't think this set's gonna get heavily opened. There's not a lot of amazing reprints in here, but for anime fans and for fans of like lower tier decks, they're gonna be all over this. I mean, I know I am, because like you got freaking the new BLS Ritual, which, if I remember right, was really good. I'm going to double check. Blackluster Soldier. It's been a while since I've touched that deck. I'm going to play it again. The normal monster that we never get. Okay, so, moving on. Ritual. Yeah, the Legendary Sword Master Blackluster Soldier. Must be ritual summoned during your draw phase. Before you draw, you can reveal it in your hand. Give up your normal draw this turn, and if you do, add a ritual spell from your deck to your hand. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects during your battle phase. When this attacking monster was ritual summoned using a normal monster, destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can shuffle all cards they control into the deck. Very interesting card. It's I'm very mixed on this card for the Blackluster Soldier deck, because they don't want to play any they don't play any normal monsters. So you're going to have to fit in a normal monster, and I guess the intended one is Dark Magician or something, but that doesn't feel right to put in here. Excel Synchro Stardust is probably like one of the biggest ones for very cheesy plays. This card I don't remember being bad. I don't know what it's called, but it's got the Bracelet Girls on it. I do remember it being an equipped spell that could like Monster Born something. We got I believe that is, so that's Blue Angel. Apparently not. Okay. I remember that being... Crap, what is her first deck called again? I like that too. Link to Trickstar. Okay, Trickstar. Let's check that. Trickstar. I think it was Trickstar support, if I remember right. I am very wrong. I could have sworn I was Trickstar support. I don't remember what that card is. This Perform Pal card's kind of cool. It's nothing great. Return of the Reaper. I refuse to call it by its real TCG name. This card is really cool for Infernity. We might see Infernity see some testing and stuff with it. We got Ready Set Duel, which is an okay card. We got the Overload Searching card, which is really good. We got the new Red Eyes Sold card, which is really good for Red Eyes. Over here, we got some Nimble reprints, some other Sprite targeted reprints, some random Rika stuff. I'm sure this is like because they looked at how Sun Avalon did really good last year and they're like, oh, let's reprint it. Oh my god, I haven't seen this card in ages. That card's not good. Avermax is getting a reprint again, which is really nice. I think that's actually his first reprint. I might be wrong on that. This is a big one right here. Imperial Iron Wall is probably like one of the biggest ones given our current precedent. With good old freaking Kashtira running around. I know people tend to look at Artifact Lancia as a bit more permanent removal, but hey, that's another option too. And then we got some random Blackwing reprints, which I don't really get. Like, is Blackwing getting more support soon? I know we just had them in Darkwing Blast, but that's a while back. Real Decree is a big one as well with all the trap decks running around. I'm sure people are going to want that for siding. So this set's looking good all around, but it's going to be very top heavy because Guardian Chimera, Baron, Avermax, and the Excel Synchro Stardust are probably going to be like the big chase cards along with Wake Up Your Elemental Hero, but he's only a one of, so like once you get it, you don't need any more. And then of course you got all the Gate Guardian support. I don't feel like Gate Guardian is at a point where it's playable as an archetype yet. The deck very much still needs... I feel like it needs at least 2 more main deck monsters. Like, seriously, give us like Dungeon Worm and Dungeon Master and then we're good. Anyways, that's it everything. That's it everybody. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, and see y'all later. Rate, comment, subscribe. Peace out. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider rating, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing the video helps as well. If you especially really like it, please do consider being a channel member. Every little bit helps out. And hey, also why not check me out on my other social media pages. Thank you, and have a great day.